Hi guys, this is PaloWillie from Wildesign Studio. I'm here to demonstrate with Rhinoceros how to make an NBA ball. So let's get started. You go for circle and you drag as big as you want, and then you create a polyline from the center again, and then you click. Alright, so we have the polyline made. Now we go to the next command, which is array polar. So we can get that command from the transform menu, or you can type array polar, or you can go to this menu here and you see array polar. Then it asks you to select object to array, is the curve. You press enter, then it's asking you the center of the rotation or the array. So you can activate on the O snap, you can activate center and it's automatically jump to the center. How many objects? So it's asking how many of these lines do I need or do you need? You make 8 of them. You press enter, enter, and you are gone. Press enter 3 times and you accepted the command. Now we have 8 of this line. Now we want to go to the curve menu and look for interpolate point curve. You click, then you have to activate the intersection. You click on this side, draw to the other side, and then finish off. Now you select this curve and then activate the curve edit point. Then you select the 2 curves in the middle and drag it into it like this. When you are done with this, you press enter to finish off. Then what you do next is to mirror this line to the opposite direction. So we go to this menu here, you will see mirror, or you can type at the command area mirror and it comes out from here. So you select mirror, then it says start of mirror plane. From one end, since we want it to mirror to the other side, the opposite side, we click and then drag through and you see that the curve has been mirrored here. Okay, now what do we do next? We are going to create from the perspective view. We can see that this is just curves. So what do? We are going to create a sphere to match this circle here. So to the top view, we go to create circle and I'm using diameter, sphere diameter. So I click from one end to the other and you click. So from the perspective view, we see that we have created this sphere. Now we are going to project these curves that we have made. 1, 2, and before that, these lines are in pieces. I want to make them very long. We don't want to join them, or I don't want to join them. So I'm going to create another long one to divide it there and then from top to down. You can delete, don't delete, finish up before you start to delete them. So what do we do next? Now we have these lines, so we are going to do what we call project. You can type in projects from the command area, or you go to transform curves and then you say curve from objects and then you see project. From the project menu, it asks you to select curves and point to project, and we select these curves, the longer one, yes, and then you press enter. You can see from the command area it says select curves and point to project. Press enter when you are done. So you press enter either by pressing enter on your keyboard, or you right click the mouse to accept the command. And then it asks you again, select surface, poly surfaces and meshes to project onto. So which of the poly surfaces do you want to project this curve that are selected onto? And it's the sphere. You select the sphere, then you press enter. Now you can see that the curves have projected onto the sphere. Now I'm going to give, since they are highlighted or they are selected, I'm going to give them a layer. I'll give them a layer color red, and you change object layer, and they are here. Now what do we do next? I hide this layer and go to this command area, and then this menu gives us select curves. So it's going to select all the curves here for me. I don't need them now, so I'm going to hide them all here. Now I'll bring back this layer, the red layer, which is the red curve. What I'm going to do is to pipe. The next step is to pipe these curves here. Now you type in pipe, or you go to this menu and you see pipe here. We have the flat cap pipe, and then we have the round cap pipe. So we need a round pipe, cap pipe. You click on it, and it's asking you to select the rail, which means the curves that you want to pipe. I'm going to select all these objects, So the red layer objects, select objects, and definitely this one, this, excuse me, I'm selecting all these objects. Then I'll go to pipe. Then I need 1 millimeter in the radius. So I press enter, and you can see that the pipes have now become bigger, or the curves are now turned into pipes. I'll have to give them layers so that I don't get confused. So let me give them 2 layers, and put them on the layer, blue layer. I'll select them all, and then I'll change their layer into blue. It's accepted. And the sphere itself, which is going to be used for the ball, let me give it a green layer. Select it and change object layer, and becomes there. So you can lock it without, if you can't do anything editable to it. If it's open, you can select it. So that's what these layers are meant for. They help you to organize your works on the grid. And so we are going to split. I'm going to use the ball to split the pipes. That's the next level. So we go to splits, and it says select object to split. They are going to be the blue tubes, or the piped objects. So in order to not to select them one after the other, they are here. I've given them layers. So you select the layer, or right click on the layer. It says select objects. They are all highlighted, meaning they have been selected. And so I press enter, because it says press enter when done. I press enter, and it says select the cutting object. The cutting object is going to be the green ball. So select that object as well. You can click it as well and select it. But if you have multiple objects that you can't be turning and selecting them at once, if you give them layers, it makes your work very simple. I press enter, and it's going to split these pipes into halves. Wherever it touches for the ball, it's going to split it into half. So as you can see, these pipes have been splitted into halves. Delete. I'm going to delete them away so that we can see what has happened to. So as you can see, our basketball is coming up, but we are not done. We are going to use the half of the pipe to also split this green ball here. So let's go activate the command again, split, and then we are going to, is it the select object to split. The selected object that we are going to split is the green ball. So we select it, we press enter. Cutting objects are the blue lines or the pipes, the half pipes. We press enter, and they are also going to cut the green ball into wherever they touch for the green ball, as you can see. So we don't need these lines. We need to delete them to show the green and the blue ball underneath. And that's exactly what we wanted to achieve, and we have achieved it. You can do what we call Boolean difference this, and it works perfectly the same. You can do Boolean difference and it works perfectly. We might have problem here, but I'm going to fix it soon so that you see how it is done. We are going to trim. We are not going to use split this time. We are going to use trim this time to trim off some areas, or these areas that are blocking the, that have turned into small balls here. So we are going to trim them off. So let's do that. So we go to the command trim. We should select the cutting object. The cutting object, we want it to be this one. These ones will be our cutting objects. Yes, they have all been selected. They are our cutting objects. And so the objects that we need them to trim are going to be this one that passes through them. And as you can see, it is gone. They are trimming them. They are trimming all of them away. Okay. And we do that for this side as well, and that side. So we go to the base and we do the same thing to this side and that side as well. And I'm done with the first one, so I'll do that for the second one. So now the second one is going to be the opposite. So we activate the command again. Now the cutting objects are going to be these ones. The one in the middle is going to be the cutting object. So the middle one is now the cutting object. We are going to use the middle one to cut these ones to make them free. Okay, and then I'll press enter for the object to trim, and these ones you have to just make sure that you identify where they are so that you'll be able to see them properly and trim them off. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I'm trimming the right, okay, making sure that I'm not leaving any space untrimmed. Yeah, this one is nice. This one is also nice. And let's check from here. Yeah. Okay. If in case we've seen a problem with the trim, we can still come back. So let's go to the other direction and do the trimming. Yeah, now we are here. We are at the top side and we are going to do the trimming for the top and try to omit and then this side as well. Okay, now we are okay. We are good to go. So now we select all these objects and we say join. And so let's see if all of them have been joined. They have been joined. And so as you can see, our ball, so now you can start giving them color because here you have them different. So you can add colors to them and you're good to go. Now we have our ball, our basketball in place, nicely made, and the shaded mode has given us a nice. Thanks for watching. My name is PaloWillie from Wildesign Studio. See you again another time for another tutorial. Bye.